So, good morning, class. So, welcome sa genetics. This is for students who requested na kailangan nila ng lecture videos. Sorry na, ito na nga. Magle-lecture video na nga tayo. Okay, so I'll be your instructor for the whole semester. I am Vanessa B. Velasco para sa mga Ansay major na hindi pa nakakilala sa akin. Hi! Shout out dun sa nag-iisang student na nagsabing hindi na kailangan ng lecture video. Baka kasi ma-bored kayo kaya ayoko mag-lecture video sana. Baka gamitin nyo to para sa pagpatulog.
Hi class, so for Module 1, it is entitled as the Genetics, the Science of Heredity and Variation. So for this module, our objectives are to introduce the basic principle of genetics and of course, the role of genetics in our society or specifically in agricultural development. Okay? So first, let's define terminologies. So we have genetics, or the science that deals with the study of variation and heredity. So parang pag variation and heredity, we're talking about traits na naipapasa from generation to next generation. But if you're talking to a wider principle of genetics, when we say genetics, scientists are trying to understand how come, so for example, in our body, how come yung cells natin for hair ay naka program siya to become hair, yung production niya ng keratin. How come we have different skin or we have different function ng mga cells natin but we are just one organism? Okay? So nowadays, with the help of the modern technology, some or other geneticists are defining genetics as the study of deoxyribonucleic acid. So this is how a DNA looks like. And of course, pag si DNA na-discuss natin, palagi niyang kasama si RNA. So we'll discuss further kung ano ba yung function ng DNA at saka ng RNA na mas malalim and the difference between their chemical composition sa susunod natin na mga topics. Okay, so let's again define yung DNA. DNA is what carries the genetic code. It's like when you're building a house, kailangan meron kang blueprint. So yung eyes, yung cells natin sa eyes, para maging para maging cell siya na nagpa-function para sa eyes, kailangan meron siyang code para maging ganun siya. So, yung isang cell, para ma-identify kung ano magiging specific function niya, or yung mga protein, para yung specific production ng protein, kailangan nila ng genetic code, or yung tinatawag natin na blueprint, which is yung DNA. So, yung mga scientists natin, they were able to, since yung genetics nga ay study of DNA na, now they can estimate kung gaano kadami yung base pair na tinatawag natin o yung actual na code na nagko-code para sa proteins. So, for base pair, we have adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. So, this base pair, ito nagkakaiba-iba yung combination ng mga base pair na to. Nakaspecify, depende kung anong protein yung kailangan na i-produce. And with the study of DNA, they were able to estimate na ang human, meron tayong millions of base pair. And if we're going to stretch yung DNA, pwede daw bumalik or pwede kang mag-travel from Earth papunta sa Moon by 1,000 times. So, 100,000 kang pabalik-balik. Ganun kahaba yung DNA makeup na meron tayo. And segment of this DNA that is needed to produce a specific protein is what we call yung gene, or other term sa kanya is the functional unit of DNA. Okay, again, since yung mga scientists natin and with the modern technology, they can sequence yung total base pair ng organism hindi lang ng human, ng animals, okay, ng mga microorganism, and yung totality of that base pair or ng DNA ng isang organism is what we call genome. Okay, so meron na tayong DNA. At remember, si DNA ay nasa nucleus. Nasa nucleus siya na part. Siya yung blueprint. Ngayon, pag gagawa ka ng bahay, meron kang blueprint. Pero kailangan, yung blueprint na yon kaya mong intindihin. Okay? So, kayang intindihin para yung mga worker alam kung saan nila ilalagay. For example, yung mga pader, okay? So, yung bubong, paano nila gagawin. At yung DNA, since nasa nucleus lang siya, kailangan niya ng kapartner na magta-transfer ng information from nucleus papunta sa kung saan pinoproduce ang protein. Saan ba pinoproduce ang protein? Sa ribosome. And that's the role of RNA or the ribonucleic acid. Okay? So, based sa description natin ng DNA, si DNA ay napakahabang stretch ng base pair. Okay? But, para magkasya siya sa nucleus ng isang cell, naka-tightly pack siya, naka-arrange siya sa tinatawag natin na chromosomes. And we are going to discuss yung further part ng mga chromosome na yan sa mga next lectures natin. Okay? So, since scientists are now studying whole genome or yung genome ng mga organism, the branch of genetics that deals with the genome is what we call genomics. And of course, palagi natin may encounter si biotechnology. When you say biotechnology, from the word bio, which means life, and technology, okay? So we are actually applying technology to life that will be useful sa agriculture, sa medicine, at saka sa industry natin. And then we have genetic engineering. For those na first time nilang ma-encounter yung genetic engineering, ang genetic engineering is the manipulation of DNA makeup. At present time, kaya na nating mag-sequence, for example, kahit yung mga single cell lang, ng bacteria ng buong DNA makeup niya. Knowing yung DNA makeup niya at yung mga characteristic at yung mga properties ng DNA, kaya na nila ngayong mag-delete. Okay? So, pwede na mag-delete. So, for example, meron kang trait na ayaw mo na. So, gamitin natin halimbawa ay baboy. Okay? So, for swine, yung swine natin, meron siyang trait na ayaw natin. For example, ayaw natin yung kulay ng mata ng swine. Okay? Knowing yung kanyang DNA makeup, we can now delete yung DNA segment or yung gene responsible para sa eye color niya. Pag na-delete yan sa DNA makeup, mawawala na yung gene responsible para sa kanyang eye color. So, pwede nang magbago yung eye color niya. Ngayon naman, with the modern technology again, for example, meron tayong dalawang organism. So, ang example na lang natin ay yung swine pa rin. So, yung swine sa Korea, inaaral nila kung paano siya magiging glow in the dark. So, gusto nila maging glow in the dark siya. So, from DNA ng yung nasa ocean, okay? So, from DNA, meron silang target na glow in the dark, which is yung ginamit nila anyways, meron silang gene na kinuha sa ibang organism at in-insert nila yon sa swine. So, nang in-insert nila ngayon, yung mga swine na meron na ng DNA na nilagay nila, nag-i-express na sila ngayon ng pag-glow sa dark. And yung genetic engineering na yan, since we are combining genes from different organism, ang nagiging product ng combination na yan ay yung tinatawag natin na recombinant DNA.